Hello everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much everyone for coming back to my channel. Thank you to everybody who's listening in the podcast. Today is Wednesday, June 11, 2025. I wanted to come here and give you the breaking news in case you haven't heard yet. But our Ananda Lewis, she was a former MTV VJ, has died. She died early morning today, June 11, after battling cancer for 3 years, I believe. So let me read to you guys the story about what happened. She was just 52 years old, and I remember her coming home from high school and turning on NTV back in the day, right? I think a lot of people can relate to that. Watching TRL, and I remember her hosting that show, and I remember seeing her a lot on NTV, and then I never saw her like on television anymore, and I really didn't know like what she ended up doing after that. But now, the sad news for today is that she has passed away early this morning, June 11, after battling cancer. Okay, she was just 52 years old and leaves behind her son. So let me read to you guys some information regarding her. Ananda Lewis, a former NTV VJ, has died after a battle with stage 4 breast cancer. She was just 52 years old. Her sister, Lakshmi, shared the news of her death on Facebook, writing, "She's free and is in heavenly arms. Lord rest her soul." And she said that she died early on Wednesday morning at her home in LA after battling the cancer for 6 years. Okay, so I do apologize. I said previously that she was battling cancer for 3 years. It was actually 6. Okay, she was born March 21st, 1973 in San Diego, then graduated from Howard University in 1995. She went to pursue a career in entertainment, landing a job as a host of BET Teen Summit. She was later hired to be one of MTV's VJs in 1997. Then she hosted shows like Total Request Live, like I told you, TRL, and Hot Zone, before leaving the network in 2001 to host her own talk show, The Ananda Lewis Show. See, now I remember that. I remember watching her kind of like having a TV show on her own. I remember that part. In 1999, she says here, in 1999, the New York Times called her the hip-hop generationist it girl, meaning she's just not just an MTV personality, but a woman whose looks and attitude have made her perpetually in demand at clubs and parties. Alongside her famous friends, including the late singer Aaliyah, Lewis was also a fashion trailblazer in the 90s. Definitely influential. I remember people like, I don't know, like I remember people will be like in high school, like talking about her looks and like how they wanted to dress like her, wanted to have her hair like hers. And we will talk about that because I started taking sewing classes even in high school, and we will start coming up with ideas of what if we were preparing some type of look, and then her name would come up a lot. I remember that part too. So very influential. In 2020, she revealed on her Instagram video that she has been diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer, noting at the time that she has not been getting mammograms done regularly due to the fear that she has of radiation. And she said, quote unquote, "This is tough for me, but it's just one woman decides to get her mammogram. After watching this, what I'm going through will be worth it," she wrote on a caption. And she said, "Practice early detection," okay? She also said several years later, she shared during a discussion online that in 2024, she has went against medical advice that was given to her to undergo a double mastectomy following her breast cancer diagnosis. Her tumor then metastasized and her cancer progressed to stage 4. In addition, to her sister, Lewis is survived by her son, it says here. So in 2024, she was advised by a medical professional to do the double mastectomy. She says that she went against that advice, and that is a personal choice, right? That's why it's always good to get a second opinion, to do your own research too. And then after you do all of that, at the end of the day, it is kind of like your decision, what it is that you want to do. And, I'm sure she has a reason behind that. We should never, because the reason that I'm mentioning this is that when, now that she passed, some people might say that was the wrong decision that she made, this and the other. You have to understand, and you have to be very careful what you say, something like this, especially when she leaves family and her son behind, right? I'm sure she has her reason that she decided not to go through that procedure. Okay, I mean, she even said she was afraid to get mammograms because of radiation. Imagine being told that you now have to, to do the double mastectomy. Imagine, like, what her thoughts were. So, definitely, she was very young, 52 years old only. And I just went on her Instagram. It looks to me like she was very active online. I'm sure she did a lot of other projects. I mean, definitely influential. Like, once, once you see like her photo, you go immediately. You remember MTV TRL back in the day, and you remember seeing her there a lot, like hosting those TV shows. So she died early today, June 11, 2025, and we pray for her family and that they find the comfort that they need in Jesus Christ. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming back to my channel. Thank you for listening to the podcast. If you have anything to share regarding this episode, please leave a comment. God bless.